What is up? Welcome into Point Counterpoint. I am the Hot Take King, Paul Matli, and I am joined by my pal, Dylan Fearon, the debate master. What is up today, Dylan? I've been holding on to this take ever since Kirk Cousins became a free agent. Get ready for this one.
Watch out.
My second point is Isaiah Thomas. Trading Kyrie Irving for Isaiah Thomas might go down as the worst trade in NBA history. The biggest story of college football this past season was the University of Central Florida having the first perfect season in program history.
I think that's the best shot to beat the Cavs. I don't see any other team really having a shot against LeBron.
I tend to side that way as well, but I have a surprise team. It's a team that is the hottest team in the Eastern Conference right now, 17-5 since the All-Star break, and it is a Philadelphia process, Philadelphia 76ers. And that team was led by Shaquem Griffin on the field and off of it. And Griffin recently put up one of the best performances we've seen from a linebacker in combine history. So let's take a look at what social media had to say about that performance. Okay, Kirk Cousins is going to be a Minnesota Viking. And hang with me here. If you don't know that, he himself has said, if I have similar offers, I'm going to Minnesota because I can win, and the Vikings have $57 million of cap space.
Thoughts? Would you take the Rams or the field? Who's that favorite in the Super Bowl for you?
I am still taking the field because the Rams have a lot of very talented players, but it's also a lot of huge egos. Aqib Talib is a huge ego. Marcus Peters, huge ego. Sue, huge ego. And that's a lot of players you have to contend with. And the Rams still have no linebacker play. It doesn't matter how good your front four is, how good your back four is. If you have no linebackers, you are going to get beat. And there's two teams in the NFC West who will shred them over the middle. Jimmy Garoppolo can, and Russell Wilson will as well. So the Rams are not the favorites right now. Select New Orleans, Minnesota, and Philadelphia over them.
Most associate March with madness or the beginning of spring, while NFL coaches, GMs, and scouts use it as a time to evaluate talent. February 27th through March 5th marked the annual Underwear Olympics, otherwise known as the NFL Combine. Like always, the quarterbacks were front and center on Saturday with talk about arm strength, hand size, and which one of these quarterbacks will be ruined by the Browns next season.
Best storyline in college football this past season was University of Central Florida having their first perfect season in program history. And that team was led by Shaquem Griffin on the field and off of it. And Griffin just recently put up one of the best combines we've ever seen at the linebacker position. And let's take to social media to see what they have to say about his performance.
Sports is about great stories, and Griffin's story is a definition of heartwarming. Griffin proved all year that he belonged in the NFL, and for those who did not know Griffin before last weekend, he made a lasting impression.
Flies to the football.
Two, 4-3-8 for Shaquem Griffin.
Hello.
Shaquem Griffin is absolutely dominating.
Happy birthday, Mama.
It wasn't just casual fans who were impressed with Griffin. NFL players like J.J. Watt, Russell Wilson, Ryan Shazier, Richard Sherman, and former players like Deion Sanders all tweeted support for Griffin. Even with this performance, Griffin will more than likely have to wait until day 3 of the draft to hear his name called. Entering the Combine, he's projected as a 6th or 7th round pick. Now, he's been moved up to the 4th or 5th round range. Regardless of where Griffin gets picked in this year's NFL draft, he's blazing a trail for those like him who don't think to have a future in the league. Next time you are faced with an impossible task, remember Shaquem Griffin's Combine performance because he showed anything is possible. Reporting for QNN Sports, Paul Matli.
I'm joined by Kaylani Finley of the women's softball team. How's it going today, Kaylani? I'm Paul Matli, joined by Rich Kelly, freshman point guard for Quinnipiac University here at the TD Bank Center. And during her injury, which most athletes have injuries, I know myself included, in that area of having injuries. So how do you keep yourself motivated, during the injury and rehab process in general? And you're a freshman right now, so you have 3, maybe 4 years left at Quinnipiac. So what are a couple individual and team goals you have? How did you get started in softball? So what's been the biggest reason why you guys have surpassed preseason expectations?